Hello, everybody. Jess Lose with the Structural Building Components Association again, SBCA, with a weekly update. I'm a day late because I was traveling. We'll get to that here in a second, but first, let's open up with some announcements. Tomorrow, Saturday, is Kat Anderson, our most recent addition to our team. It's her birthday, so wish her a happy birthday if you happen to be talking to her either today, tomorrow, or even next week, because I think people like to celebrate more than just one day for their birthdays. Also, Steven Zumowski with our team, Mr. Digital QC himself. He is going to be with our team a full year next week coming up. So it's kind of nice to celebrate our work anniversaries as well. So if you're talking to Steven, tell him good job. Thank you for everything he's doing for Digital QC. Speaking of Digital QC, you can sign up, talk to Steven, see how I kind of went full circle with that one. But kind of we're on the cusp of a milestone in my mind with our total number of inspections per month. Now in February, we were right at 9,800. My goal has been to get to 10,000 individual inspections. And I think we'll probably be there in March, as long as, we'll have a couple more days because February is the shortest month of the year. But also we're adding plants like crazy. So if it's something that you've been thinking about kicking the tires, I would encourage you to reach out, especially this time of year before you get too terribly busy with the building season, especially in the north. That is probably a little more cyclical now than what it has been the last few years. But definitely get engaged with Digital QC. It's a great way to understand your quality control. It's a much better way, more efficient. It does so many different things up and down the line as far as, just your QC program. And if you're building trusses, you need a QC program. This isn't a if, maybe, or gosh, I should get to that. It's a must. TPI 1, go ahead and read that little document and it'll tell you that you need a quality control program. So also, another thing that we did this week is tickets for our 40th anniversary celebration. SBCA is 40 years old this year, and we're going to have a celebration dinner at BCMC that Tuesday night. And we put tickets out on sale this week. Go ahead and grab those. I put a link in the comments to where you can get a ticket. We are doing it by tiers because we want to be able to have people contribute to SBCA Foundation as well. So, there's going to be a pretty good portion, 50% of the ticket sales are going to go to the foundation. So that allows people to kind of up their contribution there for what they want. We've got a number of tier 1 tables already sold. We also have tier 2 and tier 3 tables, as well as individual tickets. So go ahead and pick out wherever you want. If it does get to look like we're filling up, we do have capacity to add more, but we haven't allowed those for sale yet, just for kind of keeping things organized and concise at this point. So look for those tickets. I'd love to see you there Tuesday night. It should be fun. We're going to have some really good music. We're going to have some really good food. We're going to have some awards given away as far as our industry awards for that part of the year. So really look for that for Tuesday night. I think it'll be a really fun thing. Dress is going to be, a little more upscale, not quite black tie, but not even suit and tie, but maybe, business casual, or maybe put a jacket on. Ladies, you can wear the dresses. Or whatever, you can wear a jacket too, if you'd like. But, wherever you'd like to be there, we're going to have a fun night that coming up there that Tuesday at BCMC week. So beyond that, I was traveling this week, which I mentioned. I went down to Texas in the Dallas area for a regional meeting of our NFC members in Texas, which is really cool to see them get engaged. We had a couple speakers actually, Kent Pagel with Pagel, Davis and Hill. Our legal counsel talked a lot about contracts and how subcontracts and sub-tiers and, framing tiers, what the implications are, understanding what's in your contracts and what you're obligated to. Also had conversation from Darren Weber with the Weber Group for insurance. So the contracts and the insurance, they kind of go back and forth of what they are. And people, specifically framers and even component manufacturers, can obligate themselves to insurance requirements that they may not understand or may not have in their policies. Also, the exclusions or the endorsements are another good thing to understand. So if you've not looked at your insurance policy recently and you're not looking at your contracts when you sign them to provide either trusses, labor, or turnkey services, I suggest you get into those. And it doesn't even need to be a Texas issue. It's probably all over. So that's one of those that, we can do some webinars and some other things on that. If there's a need, let us know, kind of your thoughts. If that is a topic that you'd like to learn a little bit more on. I know the people that were there in the room were very engaged, had a ton of questions, and it was a really good session. Great to see how those people come out. So that's where I was in Texas this week. But on my way there, I listened to a couple podcasts, and that's something I wanted to talk about. SBCA does a great job with our podcast. We've got the Lumber Connection, which Molly puts out every couple of weeks with the Lumber Bros, but also our Component Connection. Sean's been doing a great job there as well. I listened to the one with Joe Heichel, and he outlined everything that is going on with the foundation, kind of our long-term goals, and just the importance of being able to give back and how to do it the right way. And that's one of the things. You can have a foundation, you can have a 501c3, but if you're not operating it the right way, that can be, one of those things. You want to know where the money's going, and we're going to be very transparent about that. Joe does a great job of illustrating or laying that out of what that's going to look like for SBCA Foundation. So if you get an opportunity, I suggest you take a listen to that as well as all the other podcasts that we offer. We just had our 100th issue. Sean interviewed Rick Perino, which Rick is always a good listen. He's got a lot of good stories and, very, down to earth way of speaking to people. So I enjoyed that one as well. So with that, I think I'm going to wrap up. But before that happens, you're probably not going to see me next week. And if you do, you're going to be on a beach because that's where I'm going. I'm heading out on vacation. I'm looking forward to that. I'll be with my family. And so I'll be taking a week off. I think it's, hopefully I've earned it. If not, let me know and I'll do better when I come back. So with that, we'll talk to y'all later. Peaks up, press on, and try to surf a wave. All right. Talk to y'all later. Goodbye.